Good evening, I'm Sophie Harney, and today I'll be applying for the front office internship which you have kindly provided. I will also be answering the 5 questions which you've gotten for me to answer also. Motivation. What is my motivation for choosing hospitality as a field of study? My main motivation for choosing hospitality as a field of study is my father. In 2014, I decided I needed a job, as most teenagers do, so I asked my father could I work with him. Now, in my head, as a 16-year-old teenager, I was like, this is just a job for me. But really, after stepping into the role as a food and beverage assistant, my mindset completely changed. After seeing the passion and the dedication that the other workers have had, and then that mindset being set onto me, it really, really impacted me greatly. So after working part-time for that year and doing my leaving cert, I decided I'll take a year out and I'll work full-time in a hotel to see what it's like. And if I still love it, this just brought my love for the hospitality industry out more. My passion has grown for the industry. I get excited about every day. Every day is different in the hotel, and therefore I greatly appreciate everybody in the department. I feel after taking that year out and working full-time and getting to see the day-to-day runnings of the hotel, the people you meet, the bonds you create, the teamwork that you build, I feel that I made the right decision in coming to Shannon College of Hotel Management. Experience. What experience do I have in this industry? Well, as I previously stated, I started working at the age of 16. So from 2014 to present 2019, I have almost 6 years food and beverage experience. As a requirement for placement, I got to work in London. I worked in London as a food and beverage intern. During my time on that internship, I got to see the runnings of meeting and events operations, a fine dining restaurant, which was great benefit for me as I've never worked for a fine dining restaurant, and also the different side to service, which was a buffet style service. So the guests would go up and gather their own food. However, leading on into question 3, where do I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully I see myself at a managerial level, be that in front office, rooms division, food and beverage, or wherever my career takes me. And I feel that your internship at the Eliot Hotel would benefit me greatly. As I want to one day gain a managerial level with the Eliot, I feel that understanding the day-to-day runnings of the front office department is essential. Question 4. The Eliot Hotel is an independent hotel, not like part of any other hotel group. There is challenges and benefits to being an independent hotel group, but I feel the positives outweigh the negatives. As if you're a large brand hotel chain and you have franchises, you are an umbrella underneath the main brand. Therefore, the main brand could have their values, standards, morals, norms, and cultural values different to what you feel your culture, your standards, your norms, and values would want to be. Therefore, by being an independent hotel group, you create the standards, norms, values which adhere to what you are looking for your hotel. I also feel, being an independent hotel, that you can create stronger bonds within the company. So at the Eliot, if I was successful in going to the Eliot, I feel that being part of the independent hotel chain, that you can create a bond with the team, and you can also become more involved with the guest, like repeat customers that come into your hotel. You could invest more time into getting to know them and understanding what they like and for themselves. Also, I feel being part of an independent hotel, you're part of a community, that you feel more involved in the day-to-day runnings of the operations. As personally, in my own opinion, for working for brands, at the end of the day, you're just a number. But as an independent hotel, you take more time and effort into knowing the people that you work with. Now, finally, question 5 was about being cross-trained in several other departments, and that there would be the learning introductory period, and how I would approach the challenges to the learning curve. Well, from studying a model called intercultural communications, we have touched on this. So from my understanding of the learning curve, it's you start off at the bottom where you don't know anything, you're new to what's going on, and then you go up in the curve. So at this stage up here on the curve, you feel like, oh, you know it all, that everything is so easy and that this is great. Then you go down and you're thinking, what am I doing? This is so hard. I still don't understand what I'm doing. But then after a while, once everything settles back down and your nerves have gone away and you gain more confidence in yourself, you go up to the top of the curve and you are successful and you know everything there is to know. But there's challenges to this curve, especially since it's a quick, fast-paced 3-month introductory of cross-training. In my opinion, the way to overcome these challenges is to be aware of the learning curve and how the learning curve works, that you may think at one stage, oh, this is so wrong for me, why am I here? But that will pass, and that you should always talk to somebody, that there will be people there who have faced difficulties with the learning curve and that they will help you. Also, the challenges would be that if you might not be an adapt to change very well. I feel that understanding the methods of change and that change is good. Change is the only constant in life, so that therefore understanding change will benefit you greatly in this 3-month introductory curve. Also, the other way I would approach these challenges is, as I said previously, speaking to someone. If you're feeling under pressure or if you feel like you don't know anything, there's people that are there to assist and help you. No one wants to see you fail. People want to see you succeed. And furthermore, about the relevance of cross-training. In my personal opinion, I think cross-training is so essential. It doesn't matter what position you're in. You could be just a food and beverage assistant, or you could be top management. Cross-training is so important because you understand the runnings of each department individually. So if you're on the front desk and you don't know how the accommodation department works, accommodation is very tough going job, cleaning the rooms, you only a certain amount of time, you have people wanting to check in. And if you understand on the peak busy times in front office, you can let the guests know, you can do a room change, but you can lay off the pressure instead of ringing the accommodation department. Or if you in the front office and you do food and beverage cross training, sometimes there's a problem from my experience with the front office department overbooking the restaurant and not understanding how busy it is and putting a large number of people in at the same time. So if you do cross training from the front office department into the food and beverage department, you can understand the peak busy times, and that there should be a gap maybe in between the bookings, but that it doesn't always work out like that. But cross training to me is vital. So that's the end of my video presentation to you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to hopefully hear from you soon. Thank you very much and have a nice night.